Jake's POV. My head felt like it was going to explode, and then I heard Suma's voice and the pain stopped. I expected to appear beside Suma, but instead something bad happened. My body disappeared, but I stayed behind in that black void. "Jake," a voice from the darkness said, "can you hear me?" "Who's there?" I asked, which was weird because I didn't have a mouth at the moment. Without a sound, the image of a flaming man suddenly appeared in front of me, like an ember that kept getting bigger. It was a familiar figure again, but he was different this time. He was missing his reptilian half. "My name is Zachariah. Don't worry, I'm a friend." He moved closer to me and wrapped his hands around where my head was. "What's going on? What's happening?" I asked, confused. "Why did you attack me again? Where's my body?" For some reason, I couldn't get angry, or even scared, despite this being a pretty good excuse to be both. "I did not attack you. Well, I sort of did. Your body is in Admeria, your master's world." "You mean Atmosia?" "Is that what they're calling it now?" "It doesn't matter. What does matter is that Deja is in your body, and is trying to keep it that way." "Who's Deja?" "Focus. Your master is in trouble," he said urgently. But for some reason, I still couldn't get upset. "Okay, I'll focus." "If what I think is going to happen, happens, then we will only have an instant to get you back into your body." "What's going to happen?" "He's going to try to kill Suma," he said. The flames that make up his mouth lowered into a frown. Like one of those theatre masks with really exaggerated features. Actually, speaking of features, he didn't have many. He had a standard human shape, although it was made of flames, 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth, but it all moved around, like I was trying to look through fire. I would prefer if he didn't. "Focus, Jake. When he tried to kill Suma, the Familiar's curse will activate. It will give us just a moment to pull your body back here, and put you back inside it." "How do we do that?" "You're going to invert your summoning." "How do I do that?" "You haven't learned? But I gave you all those memories. Everything you needed to learn should have been in there," he yelled, and his face started to look angry. "I haven't seen most of them. They made me sick, too. Why did you do that?" He groaned. "All right, fine. I will invert your magic for you, but you still need to perform the summoning." "But I can't summon Suma," I pointed out. "I don't want you to summon her. You need to summon yourself to her." "How do I do that?" When I asked that, his head lowered suddenly, and his face looked sad. "I'm going to be stuck in here forever. You have weapons, right?" "Yes." "Have you seen the red thread?" "Yes." "Good. When I tell you, picture the red thread that connects you and your master, and imagine the half of it that connects to you drawing closer to her." "And that will summon me to Suma?" "It would, but I'm going to invert it. That will draw your body back here." "Then what?" "Then you need to go back into your body and I'll send you home." "And he won't be able to do this again?" "No, he will try again the next time you come through this place." He shook his head. "Then how do I prevent this from happening again?" I wondered, confused. "By never crossing the boundary between worlds again. If you do, you will unleash Deja again, and he will not make the same mistake twice." "So, I can never see Suma again?" I asked. Still unable to feel sad, but I knew this was going to make me feel very sad later. "I could send you to live with your master, or I could send— Jake, it's time! Do it now!" he shouted. The image of the thread came into my mind. I saw it stretched between myself and Suma. Connecting at the center of our heads, I pictured that thread going taut, and my half drawing closer to Suma. Then I felt a power flowing around me, and the thread turned blue. My body appeared next to me, and it was screaming. "No! No! How?" Zachariah reached into my body, and pulled from my chest the flaming figure of a flaming serpentine-style dragon. He wrestled it for a moment before the two rejoined together, and formed the familiar image of the figure in flame that I knew before. Its body twisted in onto itself, as I moved closer to my body, and like a blink I was back inside it somehow. "Go, Jake," the figure said. I reached out with a human hand pointing at me. "And never return." Darkness surrounded me again, and Zachariah's voice faded away. When I opened my eyes, I wasn't at home, but I wasn't with Suma either. I was laying in the desert, surrounded by dead Nume.